Who are you wearing? On to the next. So I heard this year they have a half pipe.
I don't know.
It looks
Just
like a full
repeated
pipe
it.
to me. Let's go.
I think maybe I didn't click on the right one.
Do a kickflip, bro.
I'm gonna go in.
Who are you wearing? How are you?
Yeah, but it's
Mark? Hey, did you guys know that Facebook, you can still use the poke feature?
I didn't do anything to this. I just
Do this one later. I'm gonna do this one later. I'm gonna do this one later as well. Olivia, over here. Oh, what's your secret? What are you wearing? I'm wearing Meta. I am wearing Meta.
maybe there's another button there that you press or didn't press.
live. This is just a post, but where's the live thing? Facebook Meta, but I don't think this is it.
It will be all over the place.
I know, but anyways.
You don't have to worry about too much.
Okay. How is the food?
If you cannot find it, what do you use to find it?
If I knew, I would tell you. Here it is.
How do I be like more normal? How do I be more natural, like when I'm getting my picture taken? Sometimes I play around with something like your collar.
Avi, I got it on YouTube.
Yeah, just like sort of accident, like nobody's around. You know what I mean? You gotta just figure David ready.
Avi?
It's conversation focus.
I
We're
found it.
also improving live AI.
What are you doing?
As we optimize battery and energy efficiency, Meta AI is going to transition from being something that you invoke when you have a question to a service that is running. You're basically going to be able to turn up the volume on your friends or whoever you're talking to. And conversation focus, it's not only going to be on the new Ray-Ban Metas, it's going to be available as a software update on all of the existing Ray-Ban Metas too. Now, to show this, we've got Johnny Cirillo and Jack Coyne in the streets of New York to check out how this works.
Raise the volume, please.
Hi, Johnny.
Hello, how are you? Got the Renaissance vibes going on? Going on, baby. Jack. Put my name in. It's gonna be a couple minutes. Nice. I need your advice. Okay. Every time I get my picture.
To introduce a feature that we call conversation focus. It's a new feature coming soon that is going to be able to amplify your friends' voices in your ear. So if you're in a noisy restaurant, you're basically going to be able to turn up the volume on your friends or whoever you're talking to. And conversation focus, it's not only going to be on the new Ray-Ban Metas, it's going to be available as a software update on all of the existing Ray-Ban Metas too. Now, to show this, we've got Johnny Cirillo and Jack Coyne in the streets of New York. So check out how this works.
Hi, Johnny.
Hello, how are you? Got the Renaissance vibes going on? Going on, baby. Jack. Put my name in. It's gonna be a couple minutes. Nice. I need your advice. Okay. Every time I get my picture taken, I feel like I'm not being normal. I want to feel like just a regular person when I'm. One sec, Jack. Hey, Meta. Start conversation focus.
Starting conversation focus.
Okay, go on. As soon as the camera comes up, yeah, I start to have this like serious deer in headlight. Yeah. Yeah. How do I be like more normal? Man. How do I be more natural, like when I'm getting my picture taken? Sometimes I play around with something like your collar, fit your sleeve a little bit, and like yeah, just like sort of accident, like nobody's around. You know what I mean? You gotta just figure David ready.
What do you understand? You don't understand?
It's conversation
When
focus.
you're outside.
All right, we are also improving live AI. As we optimize
yes.
battery and energy efficiency, Meta AI is going to transition from being something that you invoke when you have a question to a service that is running all the time and helping you out throughout the day. Now, to be clear, we're not there yet on all-day live AI use. This is one of the major technology challenges that we're still working through. But today, you can use live AI for about an hour or two straight.
Now,
So to get a feeling for what this is like, let's cut to Chef Jack Mancuso, who's coming to us live from a kitchen on Meta's campus preparing for the after party. How's it going, Chef?
1-800-CHAT-GPT.
All right. So, what do you think? Maybe let's make, I don't know, what should we make? Maybe like a steak sauce, maybe Korean-inspired type thing, you know, just to show what the live AI is like.
Yeah, let's try it. It's not something I've made before, so I could definitely use the help. Hey, Meta, start live AI.
Starting live AI. I love the setup you have here with soy sauce and other ingredients. How can I help?
Hey, can you help me make a Korean-inspired steak sauce for my steak sandwich here?
You can make a Korean-inspired steak sauce using soy sauce, sesame oil.
What do I do
brown
first?
sugar-
What do I do first?
You've already combined the base ingredients, so now grate a pear to add to the sauce.
What do I do first?
You've already combined the base ingredients, so now grate the pear and gently combine it with the base sauce.
All right, I think the Wi-Fi might be messed up. Sorry, back to you, Mark.
It's all good. You know what? It's all good. It's, the irony of the whole thing is that you spend years making technology and then the Wi-Fi at the day kind of catches you. All right, anyway, we'll go check out what he made later. Okay, now when you're building glasses, there is an important intersection between technology and fashion and style. And the technology keeps getting more useful, but you know, as I said before, first and foremost, these need to be great-looking glasses that people love to wear. So we are releasing the Ray-Ban Metas in more colorways to match your style. Here's a bunch of the new ones. And you know, last year at Connect, we also released a limited edition clear frames, and they were pretty popular. They sold out in a few days. So we've got a new limited edition transparent matte frames with 2 colors. So get them quickly because they're probably going to be sold out in a few days too. All right. Now, it's been pretty fun to see how designers have taken Ray-Ban Meta in a lot of different directions. You know, some of you probably are familiar with the fashion label Luar, run by Raul Lopez. And you know, he's a bold designer who's bringing together sportswear and high fashion. He recently debuted a look that's centered on Ray-Ban Meta at New York Fashion Week. Raul's actually here today, along with Christy Baez, modeling the look that he created. Awesome. Good to see you. All right. All right, that's the next generation of Ray-Ban Meta. We're really excited about this. They're available now, starting at $379. All right. This summer, we launched our first pair of AI glasses with Oakley, the Oakley Meta Houston. It's another iconic brand that we're working with. Oakley is synonymous with sports for 50 years now. They're available in a number of great colors. Now today, I am excited to add to our Oakley collection and announce the brand new Oakley Meta Vanguard. Now this is the iconic Oakley aesthetic. These glasses are designed for performance, and on these, you know, we push the battery even further. You can run a marathon using them the whole time on a single charge, and then you can turn around and run another marathon on the same charge and still not be out of battery. The camera is centered for perfect alignment for your shots. It's got a wider 122-degree field of view, so you can capture all the epicness of your adventure in 3K. And it's got video stabilization. So that means that as you're going down a trail, you're going to be able to capture some really great video. All right. The open-ear speakers are the most powerful speakers that we've shipped yet, with 6 decibels louder than Oakley Meta Houston. So they're great for running on a noisy road or biking in 30-mile-an-hour winds. You know, I actually took a call on a jet ski a few weeks ago. It was great. I could hear the other person fine over the engine, and our advanced wind noise reduction makes it so that you can basically be standing in a wind tunnel and you'd still come in clear to the person on the other side. I mean, the person had no idea I was on a jet ski, which is good.
It was on a death what?
All right, we've added slow motion and hyperlapse capture modes so you can capture your adventures in new ways. These modes are also going to be available on all the new glasses that we're announcing here, the new Ray-Ban Meta, the new Oakley Meta Houstons 2. So you can get great footage with any of the glasses. We are partnering with Garmin. And introducing auto capture. So now if you're wearing a Garmin device, the glasses are going to be able to automatically capture video when you reach certain speeds or different distance intervals, or like every mile of a marathon. And then when you're done, we'll just stitch together all the videos for you, and you can overlay the stats on top of them, and you get a nice video that you can share wherever you want.
Garmin. G-A-R-M-I-N.
And we're also partnering with Strava. So you can overlay your stats from Strava too and share all the same type of content with your Strava.
So that goes
What
Fitbit.
is Strava?
All right.
No. Well, Garmin's like the
I
Fitbit.
know.
We put an LED in there. So that way it can light up in your peripheral vision to help keep you on your pace target or heart rate zone target. So that's going to be really useful if you're using a Garmin device too. These are also our most water-resistant glasses yet. With an IP67 rating, they can get wet. I've taken them out surfing. It's fine. It's good. Yeah, there you go. They're also designed with swappable Oakley Prism Shield lenses for different light conditions. They're different styles. You can customize this iconic design however you
Different
want.
colors.
All right, now I think that these are pretty awesome. I'm really excited for all of you to get to try them out. To give them a test and to take them for a little bit of a spin, we gave them to our friends at Red Bull. So check this out.
They didn't last time. I don't see what they said.
I'll tilt that.
Nobody sees what's there. You see that?
Hey Meta, what's the world record for the longest wakeboard rail slide? Hey Meta, what's the speed limit here?
The speed limit is 100 kilometers per hour.
Hey Meta, start recording. Let's have some fun! Whoa. Whoa.
Your current speed is 103 kilometers per hour.
Hey Meta, record slow motion. These glasses are perfectly fit. Amazing.
Oakley Meta Vanguard. All right, we are selling them for $4.99. Pre-orders start now, and we're going to ship them on October 21st. There you go. All right. Now let's check out those glasses I walked on stage with. All right. We have been working on glasses for more than 10 years in Meta. And this is one of those special moments where we get to show you something that we poured a lot of our lives into, and that I just think is different from anything that I've seen anyone else do. I am really proud of this, and I'm really proud of our team for achieving this. This is Meta Ray-Ban Display. These are glasses with the classic style that you'd expect from Ray-Ban, but they're the first AI glasses with a high-resolution display and a whole new way to interact with them, the Meta Neural Band. That's this guy. All right, now, this isn't a prototype. This is here, it is ready to go, and you're going to be able to buy them in a couple of weeks. All right, so what's new here? There are two key innovations, the display and the neural interface. The display is large enough to watch a video or read a thread of messages. It appears in one eye, it's slightly off-center so it doesn't block your view, and it disappears after a few seconds when it's not in use so it doesn't distract you. It is very high resolution and very bright. I mean like 42 pixels per degree, which is sharper than any major headset that's out there, and up to 5,000 nits of brightness. So it is crisp whether you're indoors or outdoors on the sunniest day. This required a custom light engine and waveguide to deliver this. A lot of awesome technology that we're really proud of. And then there's the neural interface. Every new computing platform has a new way to interact with it. So for the glasses, we are replacing the keyboard, mouse, touchscreen, buttons, dials, with the ability to send signals from your brain with little muscle movements that the neural band will pick up so you can silently control your glasses with barely perceptible movements. The Meta Neural Band is a huge scientific breakthrough. We have built a neural interface into a durable, lightweight, comfortable, and good-looking wristband with 18 hours of battery life and is water resistant. Now, I want to get into this in more detail. We've got two options. We've got the slides or we've got the live demo.
Let's do it live. You got
Do it live. All right. Now, one of the most important and frequent things that we all do on our phones is send messages.
Wi-Fi.
So when we were designing these Meta Ray-Bans, we wanted to make it really easy to send and receive messages. And look, Boz is messaging me right now. All right, now, okay, I could go ahead and I could dictate with my voice. I could send a voice clip.
This is what he sees.
But I've got this neural band, and it's silent. And now, and a lot of the time you're around other people. So it's good to just be able to type without anyone seeing. And
how's he typing?
It's
an idea.
I'm up to about 30 words a minute on this. You can get pretty fast. Want to try a video call? I think we should. What do you think?
I think it's just easy to say better make me a call.
All right. All right. So I think our call will be coming in any moment now.
Boz, WhatsApp video call.
There we go. Uh-oh. Well, what happened? That's too bad. I don't know what happened.
Didn't work.
Maybe Boz can try calling me again.
Try calling me again.
All right. Well, I got a missed video call. Okay, there's the actual video call. All right, I'm just gonna pick that up with my neural band.
He doesn't know how to pick it up.
This is, you know, it happens. Yeah, let's, what do you think? Let's just go ahead and...
Pause WhatsApp video call.
Let's go for a 4.
He's so embarrassed.
All right, try it again. I keep on messing this up. And if not, then we'll go for the less fun option. Okay.
Keep scolding me.
I don't know what to tell you guys. All right. But
Oh, God.
we're gonna have Boz come out here, and we're just gonna go to the next thing that I wanted to show, and hope that will work.
This is
All
why
right.
you get professional presenters, you know?
No, it's too early. Right, Sean?
All right. Now, Boz is gonna come out, and he's gonna need some walk-on music, especially after that. So now I'm going to be able to open up Meta AI with a subtle tap that you're probably not even going to see. Play California Dreamin'.
From Spotify, here's California Dreamin' by the Mamas and the Papas.
Big deal. See you, Alexa.
All right, and if I want to adjust the volume, I act like there's a volume control in front of me, and I can just turn it, and there we go. 5th time's the charm.
This Wi-Fi is brutal.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll debug that later. You know, you practice these things like 100 times, and then you never know what's going to
I
happen.
promise you, no one is more upset about this than I am, because this is my team that now has to go debug why this didn't
It's
work
okay.
on
That's
the
okay.
stage.
We'll take a video later.
That's right.
We'll show the video that way. All right. So what should we show? So we talked about conversation focus earlier, and how now with the Ray-Ban Metas, they're going to be able to turn up the volume on a friend. But with the display, you could do even better. You can put subtitles on the world.
Should we set it up?
So yeah, you want to check this out?
Yeah, let me get it going right now.
All right.
We're ready for it.
Okay. Now I don't know about you. When I watch TV,
We had I accidentally exited. That's my fault. That's my fault.
it's all good.
Okay, we're good now.
Really live.
That's how we prove that it's live.
Yeah. Okay. So now, like I was saying, when I watch TV, I pretty much always have the subtitles on. I can hear fine, but I find that it just makes it easier to follow along. But if you have an issue hearing, then I think that this is going to be a game changer.
Yeah, I agree, and it's also cool. It can do translation. So if I'm talking to somebody who speaks a different language than me, I'll get a translation in my native language right on the display, real life subtitles.
There you go. All right, should we show the camera?
We got to show the camera. For everyone who loves the Ray-Ban Metas, the #1 request we get is the ability to see the picture before they take it, and also after they take it before they share it. And finally, with the viewfinder, we have a chance to do it. Should we show them?
Let's do it. All right, so let me just go ahead and pull up the camera. I got a lot of missed calls from you.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
I was trying to call
I
you.
don't know what happened.
Were you busy?
Yeah, all right. All right, what should we take? You got some sick shoes, man.
Alex Albert Oakley.
Yeah, there you go. All right. I'll take some photos. You know what? Let's go ahead and take a video just because we missed that opportunity before.
Thank you.
Say hi. You want to wave? All right, there you go.
Here, I got something to show them.
Yeah, you want to show the case?
So the charging case with the glasses
This thing's
folds
pretty
nice
cool.
and flat,
Yeah.
fits in your pocket, fits in your bag, and then look at that. Pops open for charging mode.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so I just take photos really simply, and then I can just, go ahead and just browse through them and look at them after. It's
You want to sound like in your phone?
yeah. It's there you go. It's a nice high-resolution display that you
That's
can
what my-
totally do video chats
Absolutely.
or watch the videos that
That's
you've taken
why
onto your
the-
camera.
That's what my
Boys
face would have
better
looked
take a
like
picture.
had the video call gone through.
This
All
doesn't
right.
work
Well,
quite
anyhow,
well.
that was a pretty good speed run. 4 to 5.
We'll take it.
No, that's about what you can get.
All right.
All right. See you in a minute. All right. So you get a sense of how the meta displays and the neural band come together to enable some pretty amazing new things. The last thing that I want to show is a glimpse of how this is going to work with agentic AI. And the basic idea here is that we all have dozens of conversations throughout the day, and if you're anything like me, then in every conversation there are normally like 5 things that you want to follow up on. Maybe there's something you're supposed to do. Maybe there's a conversation that this reminded you that you need to have. Maybe someone just said something that you weren't sure about and wanted to confirm or wanted more context on. But the thing is, it's tough to follow up while you're in the middle of a conversation. So if you're anything like me, you probably don't, and then you just forget a lot of these things. So the promise of glasses and AI is that they're going to help with this over time. So you just start a live AI session, and the glasses are going to be able to see what you see, hear what you hear, and they're going to be able to go off and think about it, and then come back and help you. Now, this one's inherently harder to show. It's non-deterministic. We're also going to be rolling out a bunch of these features over the coming months, but we put together a video of this, what this is going to be like, so let's check this out.
When they do a video,
Thank you so much. Hey, Jake. I'm so glad you reached out.
Hey, yeah, I was hoping you could help me on this board I'm building for my brother.
Oh, of course. Hey, Meta. Start live AI.
So for the board, my brother needs something with a wide tail so it's easy to catch waves, but the performance of a narrower tail.
What about a swallowtail shape?
Oh, that's great, yeah.
But maybe 3 fins, that makes it easier to turn, right?
I love it. He's actually going to Hawaii in the spring. Do you think we can have the fins by then?
Actually, a few weeks ago, the supplier confirmed that the fins will be here in October.
That's great news, but would it be too tight?
I'll need to double check to be sure.
Yeah, that would really help.
It's not ready for prime time. It's showing. Those little twitches.
Okay, she is good to go.
Nice. I'll update the designs and let's catch some waves soon.
Let's do it. I'll hit you up.
Yeah, have a great weekend.
How does it change from this to this?
I don't know. And it's not clear that that's coming from the glasses either.
All right.
Versus the camera from the
So
outside.
there you have it. This is the next chapter in the exciting story of the future of computing. And so we got Meta Ray-Ban display, our first AI glasses with high-resolution display, and the Meta Neural Band, the world's first mainstream neural interface. The glasses are going to come in 2 colors. They're going to come in black and sand. And they also all come with transition lenses, so you can wear them indoors. They turn into sunglasses when you go outside. And you are going to be able to buy the set for $7.99 in stores, where you can get demos as well on September 30th. All right, there you go.
A week and a half. But it doesn't work that bad for me. I like to just talk to it.
I'm looking forward to them. Okay. People are already getting a lot of text messages from me through them. So, it's great. Okay. So all in, this is our fall 2025 glasses line. We've got the next generation of Ray-Ban Meta, including our special edition. You've got the Oakley Meta Houstons that we released in the summer. You've got the Oakley Meta Vanguard for performance. And now you've got the Meta Ray-Ban display. Those are our fall 2025 glasses.
What's the first one?
This is the old one, I guess.
No, this is our 25. What happened in 25?
All right. Moving on. Now let's talk about the intersection between AI and virtual reality.
Starting to stick into virtual reality.
Now, we want to help bring about a future where anyone can just dream up any experience that you can think of and then just create it.
Oh.
And with AI, we are starting to see this a little bit with writing and photos and even the early part of videos. But pretty soon, I think that people are going to be able to create entirely new, immersive and interactive types of content. Whole worlds, games, characters, art, holograms that complement the physical objects around you.
Daniel has
And
the Apple one.
this is a big
And I
deal
said, God, that was such a
because right
help.
now creating this
Yeah,
kind of
those
3D
Apple
and immersive
VR.
and interactive
He
content
loves
is really
I
hard.
said, it's so
It
heavy.
takes a long
Oh, I
time
love
to create
it. I said, maybe
great
'cause you have a
virtual or
bigger head
augmented
than I
reality
do.
content, and that's one of the
Loves it
constraints
for
that is
what?
holding
For
back.
gaming?
Yeah, gaming and
ecosystem.
watching movies.
But we're not far from being able to create this kind of content just as easily as you would prompt Meta AI today. And this, I think, it's going to transform not just what's possible in virtual reality, but also the kind of content that you can get on glasses and the types of content that you see on social media and experiences like Facebook and Instagram in the future as well. So today, we're taking a few big steps in this direction. First, Meta Horizon Studio.
This is YouTube.
I'm watching it
Now,
on
over the
YouTube.
last year,
From
we've
all the
released
things
a
that
number of
Facebook
AI
couldn't
tools to
find
generate
I went
meshes,
to YouTube
textures,
and
TypeScript, audio, skyboxes,
Not a good
and
idea.
a lot more, so that way
Clear
creators
comes,
can make
don't have to
higher
worry.
quality
It
worlds
works.
in
Works.
just a
You got
fraction
it?
of the time.
That's all. That Facebook, I got
Soon,
her
Meta
little
Horizon
loop that
Studio
we
is
want.
going to include an agentic AI assistant that will stitch together all of these different tools and further speed up the creation process using just simple text prompts.
It's good for gaming.
Powering this is our brand new Meta Horizon engine.
This is for developers.
Now, this is a new engine that we have spent the last couple of years building from scratch to replace the Unity runtime, which is great, by the way, but it just wasn't built for this use case. This engine is fully optimized for bringing the metaverse to life. It is much faster performance and to load things, much better graphics, much easier to create with. Now you're going to be able to easily create infinite connected spaces that look way, way better with realistic physics and interaction. All right, now to check this out, what this engine can do, let's walk through some of the new experiences that we're rolling out. Now, first, the graphic fidelity means that hyperscape spaces are now really quite something. Now, I showed a prototype of this last year, and today we are rolling out early access to hyperscape capture. So you can just use your Quest headset to scan a room in just a few minutes and turn it into an immersive, true-to-life world.
On the same guy.
Pretty awesome.
Bald head.
This is demo maker.
Now, eventually, you're going to be able to seamlessly blend hyperscape and worlds into Horizon and have them all be connected too. All right, this is our new immersive home, rendered entirely in Meta Horizon engine. Visually, it is a big step forward from where we have been. There is no 8-bit Eiffel Tower here. You can customize your home. You can pin different apps to the wall. Like this Instagram app, it automatically renders your posts from creators and friends in 3D, which is pretty awesome. You can also jump straight from your home to a series of interconnected worlds. And the new engine makes it more than 4 times faster to load and render new worlds. So now it's just a few seconds, right? So it's more like loading a web page than loading an entire new game, which makes it a lot easier to create this interconnected metaverse. Horizon Engine also enables much greater concurrency and many more people to be in the same world at the same time. We now support 5 times as many people in the same world compared to the previous engine.
Remember when you went to those conferences? You used this and you had to find yourself in the conference?
That's going to
Rather
enable
than just take a picture.
a lot of these
Remember
things.
these?
All right, so let's say that
We
you
can
want to
never
head
find
over to the
ourselves.
new arena to see a concert. Or if you're there right now, then you can be watching this Connect keynote live. And if you go in there, you're going to see a lot of people. They're live, and you can interact with them. So anyway, all right, this is Meta Horizon Studio and Meta Horizon Engine, foundational infrastructure for the metaverse, and they're going to enable immersive and interactive worlds across all of our products, starting with virtual reality, and then one day coming to your glasses and coming to social media as well.
It's tiny.
All right.
All right.
The last thing I want to cover is content. Quest continues to have the very best slate of virtual reality games. We've got Marvel's Deadpool VR, ILM's Star Wars Beyond Victory, and Demio by Dungeons & Dragons. Battlemarked, all launching this fall. It has also been really neat to see how many people are using Quest to watch video content. You know, it's just a lot more immersive. So we think that this category, watching video content, is going to be a huge category, both in virtual reality headsets and on glasses too. So we're launching a new entertainment hub that we are calling Horizon TV. And we're working with a bunch of great partners to include a bunch of movies and TV and live sports and music. So I'm excited to announce that Disney Plus is coming to Horizon TV and bring along content from Hulu and ESPN.
He was alluding to this, that
we are also partnering with Universal Studios, Universal Pictures, an iconic horror company, Blumhouse. So you can watch horror movies like Black Phone or Megan with 3D special effects that now will take over your space.
He was showing my brother some of those 3D. You put on
Horizon TV also supports Dolby Atmos, and it's going to support Dolby Vision soon too. So you're going to have rich colors, crisp details, and spatial sound for a more immersive experience than you could have with traditional TV. All right. I am really excited about what these new technologies are going to unlock for artists and entertainers. I think that the shift towards more immersive storytelling, 3D storytelling, it's going to be one of the more exciting developments in the coming years. And I think that it's going to drive a new wave of adoption of virtual reality and glasses. So I wanted to close today by hearing from the pioneer of immersive, cutting-edge storytelling with CGI, 3D filmmaking, and more. So please join me in welcoming to the stage legendary filmmaker James Cameron, along with our very own Boz again. All right, thank you.
Yeah, that guy, his name is Boz. B-O-Z. It's the guy that fucked up. He kept on calling him.
Thank you, Mark.
One in the brown
James Cameron really needs no introduction. I am going to try.
No, it was the kid,
the
the
most
one that was
famous
calling, and he said, I
filmmaker,
called you 7 times.
hit rate in Hollywood.
With brown jacket.
Also, and critically for our partnership, a real pioneer in technology.
Yeah, he's
consistently
interviewing
pushing
the
the technology he needs to fulfill his creative vision. As Mark said, whether that be in 3D, storytelling, or even building a submarine. He's done the whole range. So thank you for coming to Connect. We're so glad to have you.
It's a huge honor. I mean, it's such a big day for you guys, and I'm glad you were able to squeeze me in. Appreciate it.
Anytime, really. So you and I have talked a lot about your passion for 3D filmmaking, and it goes back a long ways, 2 decades, really. Talk to me about where that comes from, why you believe so strongly in this.
I've spent my filmmaking career trying to really engage people, draw them in, get them involved in the story and the characters. I was first exposed to 3D filmmaking in 1998, I think.
What's his
And
name?
it was massive film cameras.
He did the Titanic and all these
I thought we got to be able to do this better. And then when digital cameras came along, I was a super early adopter.
He was like one of the first to do all those kind of
and that was in 99,
virtual
2000.
3D.
And they said, why can't we just slap 2 of these things side by side and make 3D? You know, well, it turned out to be a lot more complicated than that. So 25 years later, I'm pleased to say I've got a great 3D team, and we've made it all. We've not only made my films, we've made the 3D cameras available to a lot of other filmmakers doing concert films and sports for TV, which didn't last long, but and you know, lots of big movies, Ridley Scott, that sort of thing. I just love 3D personally. I love authoring in it. I love seeing the end result when it's done properly. And I think it's how we perceive the world. Why would we throw away 50% of our data, you know, and see everything through a single eye? It makes no sense to me. And I just see a future which I think can be enabled by the new, you know, devices that you have, the Quest series, and then some of the new stuff, hopefully, that's coming down the line, right? I think we're looking at a future that's a whole new distribution model, where we can have theater-grade 3D, you know, basically on your head.
And one of the things that's interesting, you talked a lot about how, when we first met, you talked about how much the visual fidelity matters to you, and the brightness of the screen, and the fullness of the effect that you're getting from it. And for a long time, the headsets weren't there. You know, they weren't even as good as TV, let alone, you know, theater. Now we're seeing something different, and you've been able to put the headset on, and with, you know, you've been working so hard now on Avatar, Fire and Ash coming in December.
Right.
You've gotten a chance to see some of these pieces in headset, and you had a pretty surprising reaction to me. You said that's how you thought it should be seen.
This is, yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I've been fighting so hard with movie theaters to get the brightness levels up, to install laser projection, but they're caught in an earlier paradigm. And, you know, no business can survive being stuck in technology 15 years old. So, you know, when I put on the Quest 3 and I saw some of my own content, which I knew because I had the sort of baseline calibration for that. I know what it's supposed to look like. And to see it at light levels beyond the SMPTE standard for theater projection. You know, the very, very best you're going to see in a theater is 16-foot Lamberts. Most theaters are at 3-foot Lamberts, which is like nits, but it's the theater version.
A lot of people out there Googling foot Lambert right now.
Right? And so, you know, and the Quest is at 30 foot Lambert's equivalent if you do the conversion from nits. And so that's an order of magnitude brighter, you know, and the brightness gives you the dynamic range, it gives you the color space as it was meant to be, and that's so much more engaging. And the work that you guys have done in the Quest series to expand the field of view, to get the brightness, to get the spatial resolution, to me it's like being in my own private movie theater.
I do think that's one of the reasons Horizon TV ends up being why it's happening now. It's always been kind of an idea, and we've always been about to do it. We never quite brought it together now, and I love the response that we got from the audience. Who knows? That's true. We just have never quite pulled it all together. I think the difference is we finally have the displays to do it. You know, we have something to offer here that even TV can't necessarily rival.
Exactly. I mean, you mostly look at flat displays, you know, phones, laptops, wall panels, all that sort of thing. This is going to be, I think, a new age, because we experience the world in 3D. Our brains are wired for it. Our visual neurobiology
They did such a poor job in telling what did they actually have for the meta
We've been able to prove
update,
that there's
you know?
more emotional engagement, there's more sense of presence. You know, if you're going to watch a Blumhouse film, horror film, your fight-flight reflex is more engaged, right? Hopefully, if you're watching a love story, you'll cry an extra tear or so. You know, I don't know how measurable it is in hard metrics because it's a bit subjective, but I want to say maybe 20% more engagement, right? So my vision is a stereo ubiquity future where all of our feeds, our news, our entertainment content, our live stuff, sports, of course, right? And you guys have been writing some amazing UIs for sports. Am I supposed to talk? I can't talk about that. Okay, anyway, the point is, it's all this.
Can't take this guy anywhere.
This stuff is not, okay, nobody in this room can say a word, okay? And I trust you guys. But it's all imminent. This is not something that's pie in the sky down the line. And you know, so I think our task, the reason that we've partnered, and it's under, you know, if I could say it, it's under Bob Morgan and Content and Sarah Malcolm. And our gig right now,
yeah, they're there.
Yeah, our gig right now is to get other filmmakers and showrunners, because by the way, I think episodic television, short form, long form, I think that's the low-hanging fruit that people have historically ignored, because so much 3D content was just made for movies. I'm not talking about Avatar. I can't make movies fast enough to feed this pipeline. What we do at Lightstorm Vision, my 3D company, is we build cameras and systems and networking and tools to give to other to supply to other filmmakers.
To generously help.
To generously help.
For only a small fee.
A small fee. Other filmmakers and showrunners and broadcasters and so on, to be able to create this avalanche of content that there will be an enormous demand for.
And this is the thing that I think is underappreciated. You are driving down over time the cost it's going to take to build these kinds of productions. So it can be done much more conventionally. It used to be incredible. You know, when you're doing the first Avatar,
it's a bad example.
It's just cutting edge. Everything is hard. Everything is and trying to bring it into conventional productions so that people doing any kind of production are able to bring this content, this rich of an experience to their audience who wants to invest in it.
Sure, and it's not only just bringing down the hardware, but it's making the hardware smarter. A lot of software solutions and downstream digital solutions and so on. We want to make the stuff so idiot-proof that we can put a production camera, a production system in the hands of anybody, anywhere, and it will take care of, you know, the decision-making around what makes good stereo, what makes it easy on our eyes, easy on our brains, where we're not getting eye strain and all those things. So it's taken us 25 years to figure out the kind of algorithm for that. We want to make it a real algorithm and build it into this gear and make it available. And then that will enable, you know, I can't make this stuff fast enough, but there's thousands of people producing tens of thousands of hours a year of content, and it will flow across your devices.
Yeah, and if you think about going from, like, you know, autofocus, you have the ability to interocular distance can be an automatic calculation. Auto stereo. So, yeah, this is one of the things that really, I think, has made this partnership so great, and you get a sense, I think, of it from the two of us. We're effusive about the partnership, is you are somebody who's had a creative vision. You start with a creative vision. You start with a product. You start with an idea of the story you want to tell and how you want people to experience that story, and you work backwards. And you attack all those pieces. Tell me, you looked at, when did you first come up with the Avatar idea?
I was 19 when I had a dream about a bioluminescent forest. I wrote the treatment in 1995. So I've been making Avatar in some form in my mind and then in practice for over 30 years.
Yeah, it's incredible. And so in 1995, the thing that you need doesn't exist yet. You have to
none of it existed.
You know, and you kind of see the parallels between a Mark Zuckerberg and a James Cameron, people who see a future. I mean, I've been doing this work in Reality Labs for 10 years now, and it is we're obsessive about a vision of the future, which we haven't arrived at yet, but we do see the progress. I will say it kind of finally feels like it's going downhill now. Like it's starting to feel like it's picking up momentum, not only in the hardware, but also in the content side.
You are willing a future into existence that you saw clearly. And this moment in history feels a lot to me like it did back in the early 90s, late 80s and early 90s when CG was first manifesting itself. And, oh, you're going to replace actors and it'll never look real, and you know, analog is the answer. And that's why I founded a company called Digital Domain. I wanted to, you know, it was revolutionary in its moment. It's ho-hum today, and it's ubiquitous today. So I've actually seen historically in my own life experience how you can actually make massive change. And, you know, and then that led to 3D. Okay, well, everybody accepts the fact that we go to digital movie theaters now, right? Obvious, right? Except that when the digital technology existed, it wasn't adopted right away. It took 3D to get the theaters to convert to digital projection.
It took you.
Well, we were in the middle of that.
Release.
Yeah, we were right in the middle.
Updated the theaters.
Yeah, and it was actually talking to the team at Texas Instruments that developed the chip that made digital projection possible, and saying, embed in your servers and in your electronics the ability to carry two image streams. And because they did that, then digital projection just rolled out, and now it's everywhere other than the occasional art house someplace with a 35 millimeter print. But when you've lived through enough of these revolutions, you start to see them coming as a wave, like a good surfer. I know you surf.
That's right.
I watch it from the beach.
You watch it from underwater.
I watch it from underwater.
Listen, we've got one more exciting piece coming. I want to thank you again for coming to Connect. It's really our honor to have you. I can't wait to check out Avatar Fire and Ash, as I'm sure everyone here will agree when it hits the theaters in December 19th. And as a special surprise, we have an exclusive, never-before-seen, stunning 3D clip from Avatar Fire and Ash for everyone to check out in demo stations here for attendees and available on all MetaQuest devices in Horizon TV for a limited viewing window. So thank you all. Thank you, James. And trust the process. This is all going to be very exciting. And now I'm going to cue Mark to take us to the finish line here.
All right. Hey. All right. Thank you, James and Buzz.
Now he recovered from the...
You put on a new shirt.
Can't wait to see Avatar Fire and Ash
You
this
brought a
December
new-
and
you
for
brought
some awesome Avatar
Change his
content to
outfit.
Horizon
He
TV.
fits into that.
And I can't wait to
No,
get the new Fall 2025 line of glasses in all of your hands and for you to get a chance to experience Meta Horizon Studio and Engine. One last live demo. I don't learn. All right,
He said, I don't
we've
learn.
got an
Yeah,
after
I
party
wanna
over
do-
at
I
Meta's
wanna do
Classic
another
Campus.
demo because I don't learn.
Diplo's going to play. Please join me in welcoming Diplo.
How are you doing?
No,
Good.
it's
All right,
it's
so everyone knows you're a legendary DJ.
He's a
but
singer.
people are also starting to learn that you're a big runner, and you've got the whole Diplo Run Club.
Exactly.
So what do you think? Should we run over to
You ready for a
Classic
run right now?
Campus and take these things for a spin?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it.
Meta, play Be Right There.
From Spotify, here's Be Right There by Diplo.
Oh, that's why he changed it. Rock. He looks like Anna Lennon.
They will show it in the images that you
No,
see.
I don't. It doesn't look like it.
What's the demo about? All the
Oh,
other
and then they're wearing the glasses. I don't know. He's trying to get it to work.
you charge for that thing. $500. He's supposed to live with it.
Right, he's saying the guy got his hand in it. Presentation skills not his. It looked like the guy behind him was taking his phone to take pictures. Is this what we need to see? Or what is it?
I will record it and then I will show the video. I don't know.
This is Facebook's campus. And, man, no.
The problem is to get your content that somebody
Wouldn't want to listen to.
I'm not even talking about want to listen to it, they can stand listening to it. But it is so annoying after a while that I
Thank
can't
you.
listen to it.
So that was it.
Keynote tomorrow. And what does it mean? Tomorrow they will show the video?
Tomorrow, I don't know if tomorrow they'll show it, but this was the keynote tonight, and tomorrow the technical developer. These are developer conferences. Tomorrow is going to be the developer. This was just the night of. It's,
Is that streaming it tomorrow?
yeah. Facebook. I know. You can see it. Engineers designed it without using it. How pathetic was that?
That's it.
Yeah. So basically, I don't know what this is.
Will be probably a discussion about.
I'm sure.
Will be streaming live.
Yeah.
Some discussion
About what the hell did we see? Yeah. How do you get out of this?
Escape.
I did, but it doesn't get me out.
There's a button to press too. There at
Oh.
the bottom on the right, very corner.
Yeah, the exit, yeah. The only way I could see it was through YouTube, you know what I mean? Be quiet.
Okay, thank you very much. I go to lay down.
Go.
I'm wearing the Ray-Ban Meta Gen 2 glasses. They have
These are Gen
same
2.
specs as the Oakley Meta Houston
Same
glasses
glasses.
that launched earlier this year. That means they have a 3K camera, they have slightly better battery life, but overall, they're not that different from the Gen 1 Ray-Ban Metas, just a slight bump up. They come in new colors, like a nice purple, that V is very, very excited about. The new glasses are available today, and they cost $379. I'm wearing the Ray-Ban Meta Gen 2 glasses. They have
this Gen
same
2.
specs as the Oakley.
It's the same spec as the Oakley. Right. What's
Go
it?
to the Oakley one.
I got to wear a neural band on my wrist and wear Meta's display-enabled Ray-Ban displays here at Meta's campus. You will too, because they're coming out September 30th, and they're going to be setting up demo locations to check this out in stores. What is this exactly? Meta's already made a bunch of smart glasses, and they have new Ray-Bans with better battery life that are coming out soon too, and new Oakley glasses. But the Ray-Ban displays, which are $800 coming September 30th, are a thicker pair that also have a color display in one lens that you can't even see when you're looking at somebody wearing it. At least we couldn't. It looked like a very clear, normal-looking pair of glasses, which is rare in the display glasses landscape right now. The other thing they have is this wild neural wristband, which uses electromyography to notice neural impulses and allow you to control gestures. So you can swipe with your hand, do little thumb swipes, you could do taps, you could turn volume like this. I looked at maps, I looked at music playing. There's a bunch of different apps and AI-enabled things, captions that appear when you talk to people. How useful will that band be? How well will it work? And how interesting will the apps be?
Oakley is misspelled. Oakley Meta Vanguard. Meta Vanguard. Names.
Hey Meta. AI is probably the #1 reason you should use it. To start using it, all you gotta do is say, "Hey Meta," while wearing them, and they'll make this little sound to let you know they're listening. You can ask them just about anything you can think of, like, "Hey Meta, where is my nearest gas station?"
The closest gas station is 2 miles away on London Road.
Or you can ask here.
Performance.
This is the collab from Oakley and Meta we have been waiting for. Say hello to the Oakley Meta Vanguards, a new $500 pair of smart sunglasses. The glasses feature an 122-degree field of view camera placed directly in the center of the nose bridge that can record video up to 3K 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second at 1080. There are, of course, speakers on the stems of the glasses that are 6 decibels louder than any of the speakers that have been on Meta AI glasses before. There's a new action button that can be programmed to play music or map to a meta query, such as every time you hit it, it tells you how many miles you've rode. There's also flexible tips on the back and a sticky rubber eyepiece. And of course, Oakley Prism glass. You get 6 hours of continuous music on a single charge, and then there's 4 extra charges in the case. The glasses can also sync to Garmin, Strava, Apple Health Kit, or Health Connect if you're on Android, although Garmin is the only one that will provide real-time data that Meta AI can interact with. For example, you can have the glasses take a photo every mile that you ride, and then the app will stitch those videos together at the end and overlay your stats on top. The Vanguards will be available next month, starting at $500. I think we could all admit that these look goofy. In a good way, in a good way.
So what I have right here are the latest generation Oakley smart glasses. These are partnered by...
Everyone's losing their minds over these new Oakley Meta HST and smart glasses, calling them the future of wearable tech. But
so Meta launched their... Oh, dude, it's got the touch thing on the side. Yeah, hold on. Right. So you do this? It does do...
The Oakley Metas and the Ray-Ban Metas are not at all the same. They are built completely different for totally different use cases. And as someone who has almost completely destroyed their Ray-Ban Metas using them during a workout, yeah, I can tell you that these changes are pretty significant. So let's start with the biggest difference for anybody that has ever used the Ray-Ban Metas. The Oakley Metas actually have double the battery life when in active use. So as you know, the biggest complaint for the Ray-Ban Metas is you can't really use them actively for a full day. In fact, they only last about 4 hours in active use versus the Oakley Metas. Apparently, they can now hold 8 hours of active use. The charging for them are a lot faster, about 50% charge in 20 minutes. And you can get 48 hours of charge from the case on the Oakley Metas, while you can only get 36 hours of charging with the Ray-Ban Meta case. The camera on these are also completely different. So Ray-Ban Meta and Oakley Meta are both 12 megapixels, but the Ray-Ban Metas can only output 1080p video, whereas the Oakley Metas can output 3K video resolution. So it's intended for like high action vlog type of videos, just of a quality of life improvement. But what is the actual difference that makes them completely different use cases in terms of your lifestyle? Well, the Ray-Ban Metas are really designed for like casual use, you know, just to be able to go about your day-to-day life, walking around and just basically doing your everyday normal life. The difference, I think, with the Oakley Metas is that they are actually considered splash proof or water resistant. So when I went hiking with my Ray-Ban Metas, it was the Nepali coast in Kauai. I was sweating so much, and this hike is quite long and really strenuous. I was just dripping sweat while I was doing this hike and listening to music, and all of a sudden, like, everything started getting muffled, and I was so worried, and I just didn't really, I thought I'd broken my glasses, to be honest. I left them to dry. These were my Ray-Ban Metas for a couple of days. Thank goodness they came back to life. But point being that the Ray-Ban Metas are not intended for working out, especially if you are doing a very sweaty workout. On the other hand, apparently the Oakley Metas are IPX4 rated, splash-proof, safe for sweat and rain. I don't know what that means. I don't know if you can like go and try swimming with them or anything. Probably not, but you can at least have heavy activity in them. You know, I always feel so uncomfortable and awkward when I use tech in water. For example, my smart ring, which I've been obsessed over. It's like my new favorite thing after the Ray-Ban Metas. Like this ring is completely waterproof, and I just remember washing the dishes with them and also showering with them just made me so uncomfortable. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about using the Oakley Metas. Like if I'm just standing in the rain with like this piece of technology on my face, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. Now, before we got into the other differences in these two glasses, I did want to do a giveaway for all of you. So this video is sponsored by VR Wave. VR Wave has made all of my prescription lenses for my Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and they work great. Actually, my vision is crap. As I'm getting older, I have astigmatism. So I have been so great using all my glasses. Here's another one. But, you know, so I have like 6 pairs of Ray-Ban Metas. I just think they're so cute. I love having the different styles to match my different outfits. Anyway, I am giving away a pair of prescription lenses in collaboration with VR Wave. So it'll be for any prescription for any of the glasses. Just make sure you comment below VR Wave, and again, you can go on their website and buy them. I use them for all of my glasses, and I think they work fantastically. A common Ray-Ban Meta complaint is that the transition lenses don't transition fast enough, and they're not very dark. VR Wave's photochromic lenses actually transition extremely fast, and they allow you to have polarized Ray-Ban Meta glasses indoors, and they'll still be up to half the cost of official lenses for Ray-Ban Metas. Now, a couple of other differences. I mean, I know anyone that's ever used the Ray-Ban Metas knows how amazing the audio is. Like, the audio engineering that went into the Ray-Ban Metas is like incredible. Like, thank you to all the audio engineers that worked on it. Anyway, so as good as the Ray-Ban Meta audio is, apparently even the Oakley Meta has a slightly different way that the audio is engineered. The Ray-Ban Metas are better for casual music and phone calls, whereas apparently the Oakley Metas have directional sound. So it has a more secure fit, and it's better for activity and environments with movement. Why is this important? Well, actually, this is the one downside for me on the audio part of the Ray-Ban Metas. Like, the sound is really good, but it is, I guess, looser in the way that it comes out into your ears. I can't use them on plane. It's just so loud, like the sound of the humming of the plane, so I actually can't use them. I will be really curious to try the Oakley Metas and their directional sound and to see if that does a better job of filtering out ambient sounds while you're listening to it. Both these glasses do use the same exact Meta AI, and all of the AI features, all of the functionality is going to be exactly the same. But of course, we can't have a video comparing these two without talking about the differences in style, because it is quite different. So the Oakley Metas have a more sporty style, and the Ray-Ban Metas, of course, have a more classic and more, you know, a more casual day-to-day style. So I don't know how these Oakley Metas are going to look on me, but I'm excited to try them whenever they release. Now let's talk about price, because actually these do not have the same price.
These are the Ray-Ban Meta Smart Glasses, and I've had them for almost a year now. I've upgraded them to transition lenses, and I also added my prescription. I did a full breakdown on these before, and that's linked down below if you want all the details. And these right here are the Oakley Meta glasses. They're $4.99.
I've spent well over the past 6 months wearing the Meta Ray-Ban.
So Meta launched their Meta
Ray-Ban Meta glasses just got app.
When you record with Ray-Ban Meta, this really bright LED light is on. If you always
Remember, no touching.
Meta just dropped some huge news. 3 new smart glasses, all available in the coming weeks and months. I had a chance to try the new Meta Ray-Ban display, Oakley Meta Vanguard, and the second generation Ray-Ban Meta at an exclusive hands-on event. And let me tell you, smart glasses are not just a fad. Now, the biggest news here is the new Meta Ray-Ban display. That's right, these chunky yet funky frames not only house a camera array and Meta AI assistant like we know and love from existing Meta smart glasses, but I actually quite like the boxy, slightly modest. In addition to voice control, you can also smart glasses of the future.
Hi, my name is Rohan, and I'm a senior solutions architect working on enterprise generative AI at
Future. They're pricey at $799 and launching on September 30 in the US. Release date and pricing are yet to be confirmed for UK and Europe glasses. With swappable Oakley prism lenses suitable for a wide range of activities, these stylish sports visors pack a 5-mic array with an ultra-wide 12-megapixel action camera, capable of shooting 3K at 30 FPS videos or liquid smooth slow-mo at 720p 120 frames per second. There's IP67 water and dust resistance to keep them protected through all of your adrenaline pumping action, and an extended 9 hours mixed-use battery life with an additional 36 hours from the case to boot. There are some great creative features too, as well as 2 new filming modes, hyperlapse and slow-mo. The Vanguard can also pair with 2 of the biggest fitness platforms, Strava and Garmin, to level up your activity tracking. Say if you want to run and you hit another mile distance milestone for $50 or £599, these will launch on October 21st, and you can buy the swappable lenses separately. Lastly, but certainly not least, we finally have the second generation Ray-Ban Meta glasses, which double the battery life to 8 hours of mixed use and upgrade to 3K video with the same iconic designs we know and love. The slow-mo and hyperspeed capture modes I mentioned before with the Oakley Meta Vanguards are also available in second generation Ray-Bans, as well as some great seasonal colours and frames. It's a soft update, but one people have been desperately waiting for. The longer battery life and improved video quality have been some of the biggest requests from Ray-Ban Meta wearers. And if you've been holding off, there's no time like the present. These glasses are available right now for $379 or £379. So, which of Meta's new glasses are you most interested in? Let us know in the comments below, and head to techradar.com in the coming weeks to check out our full reviews. Future.
Finally here. These are the Oakley Metas.
What is up, my friends? It's Rayback here. For the past month now, I have been rocking the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. As a matter of fact,
did you know there's a way to bypass the recording limit on your Ray-Ban Metas and record forever? Well, at least until your glasses die. This right here is a 43-minute long video that I recorded with Ray-Ban Metas. But before I show you how, we're trying to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of September. So if you want to know tips and tricks like this and all things Ray-Ban Meta, and a lot of videos that you're not going to find anywhere else on YouTube.
If you happen to own a pair of Meta smart glasses, doesn't matter if it's the Oakley version or the Ray-Bans, Wayfair, these are the brand new.
The Air Glass 3 responds instantly and conversationally. No typing, no swiping. It even features smart touch navigation on the frames for effortless control. With a focus on comfort, minimalism, and seamless AI integration, Oppo's Air Glass 3 brings the world of AR and intelligent assistance directly to your eyes. And it's closer than you think. Nuance Audio Hearing Glasses. Smart hearing reimagined. Nuance Audio's smart glasses aren't just about AI convenience. They're built to change lives. Designed by the same team behind XREAL, these AI-powered hearing enhancement glasses combine sleek design with advanced audio technology. They're targeted at people with mild to moderate hearing loss, but unlike bulky hearing aids, they look and feel like regular eyewear. What makes them special is the real-time sound enhancement system. With built-in directional microphones, they isolate voice. Ray-Ban Meta might have the hype, the brand name, and the price tag, but does it really deliver? In this video, we're exposing the truth. While Meta's smart glasses dominate the headlines, several other models are quietly outperforming.
What is going on? Welcome to...
When Oakley announced their version of the Metas, I got really excited because the headline feature was 3K video. But after using these glasses for the past month, I've come to realize that it's really everything.
So Meta's flagship smart glasses just got a massive new upgrade in the form of a partnership with Oakley. And there's a lot more than just the frame that's new here. Obviously, the design update is pretty significant since this is the first partnership outside of Ray-Bans that we've seen from them, and I personally like these. They're a bit more sporty.
How extreme do you like your smart glasses? Meta's Oakley Vanguard glasses are meant for people who snowboard or...
These are the new Oakley Meta Vanguard, and they are geared towards athletes. So what does that mean? We're getting 9 hours of battery life, IP67, water resistance for us who get... This is the collab from Oakley Meta we have been waiting for.
If you thought the first two generations...
Hey guys, Shazana here. Today we'll be unboxing the...
You know Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses can now save your parking spot? Yeah, you heard that right. Even Zuckerberg himself dropped the news.
Hey Meta, remind me where I parked my car.
You parked in spot 2304.
Oh, okay.
Here's a pair of the Oakley Meta smart glasses. I'm going to show you how.
So do the Oakleys actually have better battery life than the Ray-Bans? I spent a day in New York City with the new Oakley Meta smart glasses, and I have thoughts. First off, music sounds even better on the Oakleys. Even at max volume, I found that there's less distortion on these. It's the same gesture controls, by the way. Tap to play and pause, and swipe for volume control. I sound even better on these. I asked my fiance to confirm. I need you to tell me one thing. How do I sound?
No more smart glasses until we get a pair that doesn't look like garbage. And these Meta and Oakley smart glasses are not good. In the early 2000s, Oakley crafted some of the most forward-thinking eyewear and clothing in the game. The incredibly cool sunglasses and clothing brand with one of the most iconic, futuristic, and extensive portfolios thanks to designers like Peter Yee. And now they've turned to this. They're basically just a variation of the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, which some people like, but somehow even worse looking. And it's just sad because Oakley has this incredible archive of amazing sunglasses that would have worked great and translate perfectly into a smart glasses format. Oakley was even ahead of the time and made a pair of smart glasses for the early 2000s, which were basically an MP3 player and earbuds built into a sunglasses frame. This being said, Oakley does have some good designs today, most notably their collaborations with Piet and Braindead.
AI-style glasses. Meta and Oakley just announced their new...
Did you know that despite the fact that it looks like the Ray-Ban Metas have two lenses, one of them is actually a light and the other one is a camera? Just thought you might want to know.
These are...